Okay, um, just gonna make a little quick video. Basically, my thoughts and opinions on the Flash season 2, season 3, mid-season finale. Um, what they can do throughout the season and then to the next seasons as well. Some moments as well that stood out to me and made the episode especially special. Um, like with characters as well as the plot development as well. Um, My 10th one is Barry getting his job back at the end. Obviously, for those of you who haven't seen it, there's spoilers in this. But number 10, Barry gets his job back from Julian. That just shows that the character development between um, Julian and Barry, there's kind of a trust now. In the beginning of the season, there wasn't trust at all. It just shows that they're trusting in each other is growing more and more, and that's probably because of the Doctor Alchemy and the Flash both revealing their identities to each other. Number 9, talking to Savitar through Julian. That was just another moment that really stood out to me because you really saw for the first time Savitar speaking through an actual human being without the Doctor Alchemy mask or the Savitar mask. And then there's the whole one of you will fail me, and then I think it was like 3 of you will die. Um, it's just great. It's just great because that adds that mystery to the whole show as well. And then that's also obviously something that they'll probably address either this season or next because they'll be like the characters in the show will most likely try and figure out who's the I guess culprit, who's gonna betray them all, and who's gonna die and stuff like that. Um, it just adds mystery and um, a cliffhanger for the mid-season finale, so that you'll come back and watch the rest of the season. The origin of Dr. Alchemy and Savitar, that was pretty cool because you finally saw the origin stories for them, how they're becoming the villains, how alchemy was created, and then like the box with Savitar as well, and opening it gives him, I guess, some sort of power. Um, Also, number 7, Barry and Jay versus Savitar. Another two speedsters versus Savitar. It's just pretty cool because we have like a huge actual battle with two speedsters against the god of speed, and it just goes to show that like how powerful Savitar is, that he can fly. I mean, throw Jay around and make him like fly around and stuff like that so quickly. Jay's pretty powerful too. Um, it just shows that that Jay can't even hold him off, and they need Barry, Jay, and probably Wally to fight off Savitar. Like you need like the whole Flash family to fight off Savitar if they ever decide to do that. Also, Barry and Iris in their new home, or Kid Flash joins the team / helps Barry. That was just pretty cool because we finally get a Kid Flash on Earth 1. We saw it. They finally address it. It's finally something. It just goes. It's just nice to know that we're gonna get Kid Flash this season, especially. Um, and then there's the talking to Savitar through Jillian. The Destinies as well. Barry and Iris in their new home. That was just pretty cool because we built up this whole time showing the Iris and Barry relationship, and it's finally like coming together now. Um, Obviously like the future thing. But number 4 is Barry and Iris in their new home, and they're always probably going to continue to have Iris really developed in the plot because it's just something that they can go back to over and over again. Um, Also, number 3, Dante and Cisco. That was pretty cool to me because it just shows how much it's another side of Cisco that we haven't really seen a lot. Um, the touching side, we always got like the happy-go-lucky jokester Cisco, but now we finally get a nice character angle with him where we see his emotional side, and then it was pretty cool to see um, Caitlin finally getting through to Cisco, and it's just pretty cool because both characters have been through a lot this whole season, and just being able to bring each other back, both from Killer Frost and from trying to bring Dante back. It's just goes to show how the characters are really coming together now. Cisco and Caitlin. Number two, Julian is Dr. Alchemy. It was revealed early in the episode. Most of us knew it was coming. Um, it was just pretty cool to see that. And then also, Julian doesn't know that he's actually Alchemy and he's blacking out. We finally get that. Um, it's just great because we finally see it. It's along the same lines as getting Kid Flash. We knew it was gonna happen. Most likely, we just wanted it to happen really badly, and they're finally doing that. And I think doing both of those in the mid-season finale really gets us. Oh, they're finally doing this. So now we can. Now they're trying to bring us back for the rest of the season, and by doing both of those, we both get hyped up because they're finally doing something that we wanted them to do for a long time, which is revealing Julian as Alchemy and finally bringing Kid Flash on the Earth One team. And then obviously, number one, spoilers. Everything spoilers. Spoilers. If you're still watching for some reason right now, leave, because this is the most spoilery because it's the number one thing. But Iris getting killed in the future. Um, that's like the big twist, I guess, if you will. In season one we kind of had like um, like a Reverse Flash is Harrison Wells, and then two, I think season two was this is a complication when we find out that Zoom is Jake Garrick, but it's not Jake Garrick. Totally. Oh, Hunter Zolomon. Yeah, but so it's kind of along the lines of that. Just a big twist to bring us back, and then bam, right when it comes back, that's gonna be one of the first things they probably adjust, and then it'll just be something that they build on throughout the whole season. Eventually, after probably I don't know which time it'll be at the season, but it'll probably be near the end. We'll finally get to see that future thing. If it's not the episode after the huge break, they take a huge break and they come back January 24th. So it's really exciting to finally see all these things. Just a quick recap, number 10, Barry gets his job back. Number 9, talking to Savitar through Julian. Number 8, origin of Dr. Alchemy and Savitar. Barry and Jay versus Savitar, a big battle. 6, Kid Flash joins the team and helps Barry. We're finally getting him as a hero, joining the team. 5, talking to Savitar through Julian, talking about the destinies. That's just pretty cool because there's the whole future aspect. They deal with that in the crossover too. We're finally getting like another future, and we see things in the future. There's a lot of future in this episode. I really like that too because it just builds off of everything, and we can it just sets up the season very nicely. For Barry and Iris in their new home, we finally get them in a relationship, and they're finally actually together, which is really happy. But they're obviously going to do the whole Barry and Iris as a relationship is always going to be probably one of their main things that they address from season to season. It's always going to be an obstacle because Iris it's just like he's always the key to Barry, just like Lois Lane is to Superman, Spider-Man and Mary Jane. There's always that female character / love interest that they can always go back to, and they're always going to do that in the and they've always done that in comics, and they've always going to do that in the shows. 3, Dante and Cisco. Just cool to see that side of Cisco and see Caitlin reaching out to Cisco and helping him like Cisco helped out Caitlin. It's really just shows just a lot of character development in both of them. Finally overcoming their, I guess, greatest fears. Caitlin becoming Killer Frost and Cisco losing his brother, even though that's already happened. 2, Julian is Dr. Alchemy. Just a huge reveal, getting us thinking, is he going to come back to Alchemy? Will we see Alchemy again? Most likely. Just getting this amped up, it's just another big plot twist that they're doing. We saw it coming, just like the Kid Flash thing, but we're finally doing it, thank goodness. We finally have structure with, we know who Alchemy is, which is a nice thing. We have the box as well. The whole alchemy and box thing, you could argue that the box represents alchemy because it gives Savitar his powers just like alchemy helps him out. And obviously, number one, Iris getting killed in the future. Bam, right in your face for the mid-season finale. They're going to come back with that. That's going to be one of the main things they address with the next coming episodes when they return from break. I'll see y'all again probably January 24th. Enjoy. If you haven't already, you're still here, watch the mid-season finale. But I'll see you all again January 24th. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and keep flashing.